The baker's life is literally about, you know, my life from the beginning to now, but it's more of a generic story of a baker's life, how I started, how I ended up doing television. I mean, I still question that all the time. But I started in baking with my mum. Then I went to go and work for my dad. Then I went to go and work 5-star hotels. Then I came back to the UK, and then I started doing a little bit of TV.
Did you ever want to be a chef?
With you, actually, Ruth.
With me?
Do you remember?
What? Food Network.
Yeah.
Oh. I started his career. I've always told him that. On the telly.
And did you ever want to be a chef? Did you ever want to...
I dabbled when I was at the Chester Grosvenor to be a chef, and then I started doing both jobs. And then I said to the chef, I actually want to become a chef. I got a bit bored of baking. And he told me my pay grade, because I was going to take a massive drop down to comming. And I went, no, I'll stay with baking, thanks.
Right. Now, Emma, come on over here, Emma. Emma works on our production team here.
Hello, Emma.
Emma genuinely inspired by you.
Oh, wow.
Created these FLOURY BAPS.
FLOURY BAPS
are very, as we know, they're very important to him.
Look,
Right?
it's starting already, Emma, look.
Your dad made these. These remind you of your dad, and...
Great smell.
What
Great
was your
texture.
recipe, Emma? How did you approach this?
So, this is actually from Paul's book, so the pressure is on. And seemingly a really simple recipe, just your average bread flour, salt, yeast, water. But
I feel a butt coming here.
There's 3 proofs, and it's very difficult.
Why 3 proofs?
No, it's nature that does all the work. You didn't actually do a lot, did you? It was
There was
time.
a lot of waiting, so the nerves of today of Paul actually trying to...
Do you know what? They taste amazing, and the smell is incredible, because you can get that with the fermentation. But when you look at the colour, you see the way the colour comes down, it goes dark and it's brown all the way around. You should have a little white line around there.
Okay.
And what that does, it just keeps them that little bit softer.
Yeah.
So what you put it in there for about probably 2 minutes more than you should have done.
Okay.
If you brought them out 2 minutes before, they would have been much... In fact, that one looks much better. There you go.
Because it's not
That's the perfect
everyone.
FLOURY BAP. That's the one. You see the difference?
Yeah.
You're in a shop.
Yeah.
This is how I judge
But
bake-off.
good job. Did she get a handshake?
Absolutely, you do.
Yay!
Well done.
Well done.
Thank you so much, Paul.
Well done.
When I go in to make a nice Irish one here,
Yes.
your Liverpool traditions, soda bread, but there's a twist in this. What are you doing with this?
Well, basically, I'm doing a soda bread, but I'm doing it with caramelised onion. Now, to make a caramelised onion, simple enough. Over here, I've got an onion, which has been sweating for a few minutes. And then into this, you add a little bit of salt, you add some thyme, and you add some brown sugar. OK? So you add the sugar.
Eating? What are you eating now?
Look, darling, it's all going to go to waste if I don't start. It's getting cold.
So what you do is you cook that out for a further few minutes. Think about another 5 minutes. You end up with this mush. OK, which you need to cool down.
Sweet, doesn't it?
Yeah, it caramelises it, gives it a rich colour, and the brown sugar helps with that as well. So there's your caramelised onion. In the bowl, I've got plain white flour, into which I'm going to add some wholemeal flour, a bread flour. So again, you add in a bit of strength to the plain flour. I'm adding the bicarb of soda, which is going to be giving it the lift. Then your salt in there as well. And then finally your buttermilk.
Oh,
and again,
buttermilk. Haven't had that in years.
Really?
Yeah.
So
we
again,
used to get buttermilk every Sunday.
Well, does that make it creamier or something?
well, this is the reaction.
richer?
You've got acid and alkali which react and create the bubbles, which gives it the rise in the soda bread. So what you're doing at this stage, wholemeal flour absorbs more liquid. So what you need to do is add all your liquid, your buttermilk in there. If you haven't got buttermilk, I suppose you could
like
add...
sour milk buttermilk?
Yeah, it is. I mean, you can buy it. You can buy it in most of the shops now, you know. So you carry on mixing this around, and you end up with a mixture.
Yeah.
Which you then shape into a ball. Now, I don't want to get my hands too dirty in here, but I will.
Oh, look, you've changed.
I'll do it. So you end up with a ball of dough like this, OK? Now, it starts to come together and you've used up most of the flour. Then you add your caramelised onions to it, straight in.
Is this part of baking you like, though, is getting your hands dirty?
Oh, I love
feeling
it.
The
You
dough.
remember. I mean, that's the whole point of the book, because these are recipes which I love. These are recipes
But it's a beautiful book.
It's recipes since the Bake Off. And in the programme that comes out latter part of November on Channel 4, we actually bake with Noel, Sandy, Prue and myself in the Bake Off tent. And we actually baked together. It was fantastic fun. But you can see what I'm going to do here now. Shape it roughly into a ball. OK?
Yeah.
I don't want to do any more than that.
Yeah.
Pop it straight onto a baking tray.
Is it quite rustic, this one, then?
Yeah. You're literally just bringing it together. Can you pass me that knife, please? Thank you very much. Knife travelling.
Knife
And then what you
travelling.
do is you cut right the way down the actual soda bread,
Yeah.
exposing its guts. And then that goes straight into the oven to bake off. Quite high, you know, about 220.
Yes. So I'm fascinated to taste whether this will be sweet or savoury.
Well, to be honest, it should be quite savoury. Mm-hmm. Now, that's it. That's what it's like when it comes
Looks
out.
great.
Now, you've got some butter at the end there.
Yeah.
But I want you to carve this off yourself. Or break it off yourself. I can't. I'm covered in this now.
Yeah.
But, honestly,
We've
it's
got
the
30
caramelised
seconds
onion
left.
in
Oh,
there.
butter.
You've got butter.
Got to have a bit of butter on it.
I hope you
I
like
love
this,
soda
mate. It's
bread.
a bit of
Yeah.
baptism for me, this one. You must have grown up with this.
Absolutely
this sort
right.
of bread.
We tend to call that wheaten bread
Yeah.
in Northern Ireland. And
Yeah.
It's called soda elsewhere.
I
but,
love the onions in it. It's not too overpowering,
No,
actually.
it's not.
Onion, is
It just gives it a
Still
lovely
get the
hint.
bread.